All right, hey, how's it going, everybody? This is Matt, my gorgeous wife Gloria, and this is Gianna, and this is Gisela, and we're doing a little special edition of Marathon Marriage. We're talking about everything we do to prepare for a long run. So, of course, the Marathon Marriage is a play on words. Marriage is a marathon, it's not a sprint. But in our daily life, you know, one of the hobbies that keeps us acting as best friends and something we love doing together is running. And so we do a lot of distance running together, but we make sure we have the proper tools and supplies to get all that stuff done. But we do it with a couple cutie pies here. And you know, some people ask us, how do you do it? How do you go on these really long runs, 10, 15, 20 miles even? How do they act? Do they hate it? Scream and cry? I was like, no, it's really one of those things we build up to. You know,
Yeah.
they've known the stroller pretty much since they were born,
Right.
Weeks old. We put them in strollers, walks, slow jogs, and things like that. So this is kind of our whole setup here. So go ahead and tell us a little bit about. Let's start first with our gear and our bottles.
Yeah.
Here.
So as far as hydration goes, so Gianna, she was showing y'all, demonstrating a little bit. So this is one of the ways. You know, oftentimes if we have the luxury of going on a solo run, there's a couple of options here. I really like the Camelback brand because they have this really awesome insulated one, and you can wear it on your hand. There's lots of other brands that sell it as well. Camelback just happens to be one of the more inexpensive ones. Nathan has one as well. But yeah, so you just hold it on your hand. You can see you can run actually pretty freely. Just you may want to rotate every now and then because it does get pretty heavy, especially if you've got 24 ounces or so of water in there. It's got a little pocket in here if you want to stash your keys or something like that. So that's a really awesome option. There's also a belt option that you can carry several different, and they have several different sizes of these, several different kinds. Many different brands make these. But yeah, you just would strap it on and you'd be ready to go. It also has a little pouch if you want to put your keys, maybe some cash in there, credit card. There's also some brands that you can fit your phone in there, so it's pretty awesome. Mm-hmm. Then there's something for, I think, a little bit further of a distance. And oftentimes when we go on our really long runs, even if we are pushing the stroller, we'll opt for this. And this is obviously the female version, but there's also a male version.
And you can put water in it.
Yeah.
I really like cold water.
Yeah, you can put cold water in here. This is the
job.
bladder that goes inside the vest, and this is a racing vest. Typically for longer runs, as I mentioned, for our trail runs, we use this. But you can fit all kinds of stuff. It's got a 70-ounce reservoir into that bladder, and then it has pockets for your phone, keys, whatever, extra gels, extra liquid, anything you could possibly want. Again, that's for the long haul. So, Matt, why don't you tell us about the strollers?
Oh yeah, for sure. One last thing I want to point it out is when Gloria was running when she was pregnant, when she had the big old, expectancy thing going on, she wore this and she just kind of carried it on her hand. It was really awesome. It strapped to her hand because these didn't really fit well with the belly, if you know what I mean.
So for you expecting women, this is a really awesome option, especially if you're going for a run. You need to stay hydrated. Instead of having to hold it in your hand the whole time, it kind of goes freely, as I mentioned. So really great.
Yeah, so these are our stroller options.
And your daughters can drink this if they want water.
Yes. Something else we did, we made sure we had, of course, these bottles. If we did take these packs, we still had these jugs full for water for the girls to make sure they stay hydrated as well, because they get hot in these strollers also. So, but one thing we have is when we first started running. Well, let's start with this one. So when we first started running, this was a stroller that we use. It's one of the Bobs. It's one of the more higher end models. But the reason we liked it is because it can endure anything. This thing has seen, 500 plus miles, but it's very comfortable. It has adjustments to, when they get sleepy, you put them down, they lay down, they fall asleep. There's pockets here on the side. They can put maybe a jug for them. And
there's attachments also that if you want to put a carrier in here. So we have a carrier that we put in here, and it's pretty awesome. So you can have that option as well if you're going with an infant who's still in a carrier. So pretty cool.
And it also has straps up here. When you're taking jugs, you can fit the jug right up here, and then of course there's a little basket at the bottom to fit diapers and any of those things.
Our picnic blanket if you're going picnic.
Yes, if you go on picnics.
Blanket. Yeah.
So it works out really well.
And then here is the behemoth. I like to call this my train. So I have two-seater here. This is the Thule. I think we may have mentioned this is the Bob Revolution SE. Bob Revolution SE. This is the Thule Cougar 2. They make a Cougar 1 if you have one child. This is obviously the Cougar 2. Lots of options here as well. Tons of different attachments. You can have this, you can hook this to a bike if you want to. We have the jogging kit on it right now. There's also an infant sling for this one if you want to put an infant inside of it. And obviously I don't have that anymore because I don't have infants. I now have toddlers and preschooler. But you can also, there's an attachment here where you can put in your
other drinks,
hydration, your jugs in here. A pocket also for phone. It's all pretty watertight. This has a watertight thing that comes down right here, and then you can zip it open if you wanted to, not let the bugs in. So really awesome option. I've gone running in the rain. I've gone running when it's really cold. We've even gone running in the hail once. Don't advise that, but it happened.
It just happens when you're running that many long distance miles.
So there's a lot of different options here, and clearly when we go running long distances, we have lots to take. So there's a compartment back here for diapers. I put soccer ball for stopping at the park, all kinds of stuff. We usually make a stop at the park on long runs, but then also we'll take along a bag for snacks for the kids, something that's very easy to open that they can handle all on their own. And so of course, like Matt said, carrying hydration for the children as well is very, very important.
Yeah.
So
that's pretty much it. So we make sure we have enough food for them when we're going on anything of significant distance, maybe an hour, hour and a half, 2 hours. We kind of stop halfway for them to enjoy the park. Like we said, they have snacks along the way. We have hydration for them. So it's also, as we make sure we're comfortable and we're able to handle that distance, we make sure they can handle the distance by taking things that will entertain them or keep them comfortable, keep them well hydrated as well. So see, they know exactly how to use these hydration packs. So it's about, taking with them and slowly build up to that distance when you're starting to incorporate your kids into your distance running routine. So again, you do get sweaty. Yep. So guys, it's about making it work for your family and getting all the tools you need to make it happen. So again, this is what we do to make the distance run happen, and I hope some of these tips helped you in terms of working you up to that distance with your kids. So thanks so much.
Remember, there's miles of love to live. Y'all take care.
Bye.